college students. Find the 90% confidence interval for the variance and standard deviation of the ages of seniors at Oak Park College if a random sample of 24 students has a standard deviation of 2.3 years. Assume the variable is normally distributed. All right, so confidence interval. All right, so we have confidence interval for the variance and a standard deviation. Okay, so what information they give us? They give us a confidence level, 90%. They give us a sample size of 24 and a sample standard deviation of 2.3. Okay, so that's where we're going to start. Now if we take the formula that we did in class, alright, so we have this thing, n minus 1, s times the variance squared times the variance, over chi-squared right, and the other side same numerator, and the denominator changes to chi-squared left. So we need to do chi-squareds. Now if you remember, we have to use table G for chi-squareds. Alright? Now on this table, like I like to do, I draw a line down the middle because really this is the chi-squared rights and these are the lefts. And this is the area that we need to figure out, and then of course the degrees of freedom down this side. So the area we need to figure out, since we're doing a confidence interval, we have our chi-squared curve, like this, and we're going to put 90% of it here. So that means the other two sides are going to be 1 minus 90%, which is 10%, but because there's two tails, we're going to divide it by 2 and get 0.05. Okay, so that's going to be, because of the way this picture is drawn, notice that this side is the colored inside here. I colored it in myself a little darker. Alright, so that side is the 0.05. So this is going to give us our chi-squared right will be for this one. Now for the other side, our chi-squared left, this is also 0.05, but because we measure from positive infinity down, I need to subtract it from 1, what I've already calculated, to get 0.95. Alright, and then the last piece is degrees of freedom, which of course is n minus 1 or 23, like that. Okay, so now we have all the pieces, and we can look up our chi-squared right and left. So we have 0.05 and 0.95 and 23 degrees of freedom. So we get 35,172 and 13,091. So we have our chi-squared left is 35,172, and our chi-squared right 13.091. Now we just plug everything in, so we have 24 minus 1, which is just 23, times 2.3 squared over 35.172, sigma squared, 23 times 2.3 squared over 13.091. Now we can just plug this in our calculator. So we have so we can just plug this in our calculator, and we get 23 times 2.3 divided by 35.172. So we have 1.5. And now we can just go up and replace this with the 13.091. Looks like you get 4.1. And now take the square root of each one. square root of 1.5. Looks like we get 1.2. Square root of, square root of 4.1, we get 2.1 for our variance and our standard deviation confidence interval.